สวัสดีครับวันนี้เรากลับมาต่อกันคลิปของเควสหรือโมคูล่าเลเวลครับ เราได้ชิปมาจากคอร์เซอร์แล้วครับ แล้วก็มาหาเวอร์จิลกันต่อ เพื่อหาทางไปครับ
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
I've made some friends in the Commonwealth.
Better you than me. Face like this, I'm not gonna make too many friends. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience? Advanced systems?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make sense later. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I've got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Word is Diamond City is under opposition control. I hope to God the Institute doesn't find us here.
Desdemona, do you need something? I have plans here to build a signal interceptor that can get me into the Institute.
So that's what the Courser chip was all about. You needed that frequency, I take it. Why? What does this machine do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. The Interceptor can hijack their signal and send me instead.
We've spent dozens of years and too many good agents' lives only to discover not a goddamn thing. And now we have the answer, thanks to you. Teleportation. That the Institute could build something so... But we've got work to do. This is our top priority now. I want Tinker Tom to help you in any way possible to get this device built.
คุยกับทิงเกอร์ทอม
Ready to
ต่อ
hand over the plans? This is the big one.
Here you go. Let's see what we need.
Hold on. Who wrote this? Some kid with a crayon? Shit. Must have been a real big kid. Oh, man. Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Those Institute eggheads are crazy.
And you can divert the signal using a heavily modified relay interception. Like a pirate broadcast, you know? That's intense.
Can you build it, Tom?
The plans cover all the high-end egghead shit, but they're missing a ton of engineering details. Filling in the gaps will take time. This bit here, the stabilized reflector platform, just needs some high-grade metal. Easy. Psh, by the time you finish that, I'll have the rest done.
Nice work, Tom. Glad you're on our side.
Hey, tell that to Carrington, though. We can scrounge up the platform components you need. No problem.
But where to build it? It's gonna need some serious space. This baby's big. I know Pam was running numbers on a good site for a new safe house. It's got a workshop, good location, and the full blessings of her predictive algorithms. Once you set up the safe house, we'll drop off the materials there. Or you could build your own platform somewhere else, I guess. Your call.
Tinker Tom's cooking up something. I hope it goes better than last time.
บอกให้เราไปสร้าง
Sometimes the direct approach
ไม่ได้สร้าง
isn't
เครื่อ
the
ง
best
สร้าง
thing.
ที่
We're
จะ
running
สร้าง
cents out of wealth.
เนี่ย
Wastelanders will be a bigger problem than even the Institute.
Things are quiet. For
แล้ว
now.
ไปถามไอ้หุ่นยนต์ตัวนี้เกี่ยวกับสถานที่ที่เราต้องไปเคลียร์พื้นที่แล้วก็สร้างครับไม่แน่ใจว่ารับเกินหากชอบผมจะขอสร้างหรือเปล่าขออนุญาตไปดูก่อนครับ โอ้โหใหญ่ฟังหมดฟังได้อยู่ต้องรอดูที่ท่าทางตกก็
Use the back entrance. Too much traffic through the church and we'll burn this hideout.
Excuse me.
Bet you never met a sin. Before glory. Up there, assume you're being watched.
น้อง
Always.
ชายอีนี่จะเดินตามพูดอะไรกัน
You got the platform built yet? Tick tock, tick tock. I'm waiting for the good news.
Easy. I did it. The platform's constructed.
And I filled in the blanks on the blueprints. We can actually build this crazy thing. The science of this monstrosity is wild. But fortunate for us, the ingredients are pretty common.
But there's 3 specialty items that I just can't grab from our safe houses.
You find those, and we'll knock down the gates of hell.
Thanks, Tom. I'll find him.
I don't doubt it for 1 minute. After you get the gettables, meet me at the build site.
You really walked the freedom trail. By yourself.
อะไรต่อเนี่ยไม่รู้มันต้องใช้อะไรบ้างนะครับสร้างได้หรือเปล่ามีของก่อน
Hey man, need help with the signal interceptor? This thing is gonna be huge.
Wow. โอ้ใช้20ตายจะบอกเลย
Work together, people.
ยากมากเยี่ยมเลยละ
We need a metric ton of power to get this to work.
All along, the bastards have been teleporting personnel to the surface. Is there nothing they can't do?
ข้างจะเกะกะแน่นอนนะเกิน
Quit sucking down rats.
We are in business.
We got activity, Des. Not sure how long before it peaks.
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can make any plans, you need to do something. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot.
I like the name. Sounds encouraging.
There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him, so we gave him the code name, Patriot. If your plan works, and you're able to get inside the Institute, we need you to make contact.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Tom's encrypted a message for Patriot's eyes only. Once he sees it, he'll contact you. Until you make contact, and probably after, you need to stay in their good graces. You need to infiltrate them. Can you do that? Can you be our agent on the inside?
Bring it on.
You can do this. I believe in you. Stand on the platform and I'll give you the holotape. Just plug it into any Institute terminal and wait for the reply. Tom, talk to me.
Booting up the scan sequence. This frequency is only going to work once. You know who doesn't make the same mistake twice. So stand still. You gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them. All right, feeding our baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
Take this holotape. You need it to contact Patriot.
Oh, man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom, do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on, I think I got it. Establishing lock on the Institute signal.
Just get all the information you can. About synths, about the Institute's plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it. You jack that holotape into any terminal and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the aura! We got it!
Find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
Now!
wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss
Busted.
things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
นี่มันเรียกเองว่าฟาเตอร์ครับก็บางทีเป็นไกด์หรือว่าเป็น
I can only
ทาง
imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
นี่ลูกชายเราครับ
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
ลูกมันกลัวเรา
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. Mommy's here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who
Father?
is Father?
Father, help me!
Where is he?
He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father. That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute. Just as you are a parent to your son. To Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
มันบอกว่าไอเนี่ย ตัวเองเป็นชอนเป็นลูกของเราครับ แล้วไอเด็กคนนี้ก็เป็นหุ่นยนต์เป็นซิงค์
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
มันบอกว่าเราหลับต่อหลังจากเหตุการณ์ที่ชอนโดนขโมยไป60 ปีครับ อันนี้ชอนก็โตขึ้นมาเยอะมากครับเป็นผู้นำของอินสติจูตครับ
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being, walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
มันบอกเราว่าประมาณว่าเด็กคนที่อยู่ในคอมมอนเวลเนี่ย จะติดกัมมันตภาพรังสีในตัวครับ ซึ่งเลือดมันจะไม่บริสุทธิ์พอไม่เหมือนกับตัวเขาตอนเด็กๆนี่เป็นเบบี้ครับ
This really is a matter of importance.
แช่แข็งให้ไม่เจอกับอะไรรังสีมาเวลานานๆครับอินสติจูตเสิร์ชข้อมูลเจอว่าเด็กคนนี้อยู่ตรงนี้ปุ๊บก็เลยไปเอาตัวมาครับเพื่อที่จะมาเป็นคนพัฒนาให้กับ
I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
มันจะพัฒนาให้คนคล้ายๆกับหุ่นยนต์ซิงครับเป็นครึ่งคนครึ่งหุ่นยนต์เพื่อสร้างสังคมใหม่
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if. more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
Doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you do.
I'm glad we see it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here in the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
มันชวนเราว่าจะอยู่กับมันที่จุดไหมหรือว่าจะกลับไปอยู่ที่เดิมซึ่งเราน่าจะเราอิติสกีเราจะไปปรึกษากับลูกเราครับอันนี้มันผมต้องตัดสินใจว่าจะอยู่กับชอนไหม
This really is a matter of importance.
ผมก็จะลองเลือกอยู่กับชอนดูนะครับ
Things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself. I know. That is why we are so committed to creating a better life for ourselves here. And it's a life that you can now be part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
วันนี้เราไปหาคนจากแผนกต่างๆครับไปคุยกับหัวหน้าแผนกต่างๆอยู่ทางไหนกันเนี่ย
Call this a clean floor? Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust? Don't make excuses.
Welcome to the Institute, ma'am.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
It's an honor to have you here, ma'am.
ครึ่งคนครึ่งหุ่นยนต์เกือบหมดแล้วเนี่ยที่เนี่ย
Well, hello.
Whatever you think I did, I didn't do it. Alice is a liar.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side.
I try not to think too much about it.
Doctor?
There's still people, and they're so good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the bioscience division.
After all,
I can't
how
wait
can we
for you
hope
to see
to
the work we're
redefine
doing.
mankind if
It's
we can't
truly
even
amazing.
hold on to our own humanity?
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. I was hoping you'd say that. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Child
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the child synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
ก็เดี๋ยวเราก็กลับมาต่อกันในเคสนี้นะครับซีนดีเทนชั่นครับให้ไปคุยกับฟาเตอร์เดี๋ยวในคลิปหน้าเรามาต่อในเคสนี้ครับสวัสดีครับ